Brooks.
Oh, wow!
So beautiful. Stunning with her new look. Next up, for Miss Charm Philippines 2025, Cyrille Payumo.
Kaya po kayo.
But definitely not least, our Miss Supranational Philippines 2025 para Valencia. Thank you so much. First of all, congratulations, Queen, and welcome to the Miss Philippines Sisterhood.
Sir Noli, po mo.
So I hope it's been more than 2 weeks since
Thank you po, Sir Noli.
I hope you have rested. But we want to know, how has your life been since the pageant? Don't worry, this is very casual. Let's get ease in this conversation. So let's start off with Miss Alexie Brooks.
Well, actually, ever since the competition finished, I was busy recovering because, you know, it was a 3 months, or at least 4 months of a lot of activities. So I tried to make sure that my body was rested, and I wanted to visit my grandma very soon, so I was hoping to see her tomorrow for my homecoming.
Oh, yes, you have a homecoming tomorrow. Maybe you can also plug your homecoming for tomorrow.
So my fellow Ilonggo, so I'm going to be going home tomorrow, and we're going to have a homecoming at SOCQ at 6 p.m. And also have a caravan on Seoul in my hometown in Leon. So I'll be there for 2 days, and I hope we can talk to that.
Alright, how about you, Miss Charm Philippines 2025?
Well, it's still so surreal that I'm in this position that I already have a crown as Miss Charm. Well, after the coronation, I went back home since it's been 3 months since the last time I saw my family, and they were so happy. And of course, we are also planning for my victory party and homecoming. And of course, we're all invited.
Alright.
I'm sure it will be a feast in Manalo.
That's for sure.
And I hope you eat also so that you can really recover from the pageant. Have you been eating more than what you have been?
Right after the coronation, I asked my team to have a drive-thru, and I ate 2-piece chicken and a large Coke with extra white.
I want to go back to Alexie. What was your meal after the pageant?
Whenever I finish the competition and love the outcome of it, I didn't have appetite right away. So it's only 3 days before I had the appetite, but the very first thing, or very first meal that I was craving was pizza. So I got a whole pizza and finished it myself.
Beauty and the Beast. How about you, Ahtisa?
Good afternoon, everyone. I've just been trying to get into the new groove of not having to wake up very early all the time and having enough rest. But also I started working right away. I am actually going to Vietnam tonight. It's Cosmo lunch, and I have a homecoming on June 21 in the province. So if anyone can go, please go.
Alright, but maybe you can also share your meal after. I'm really curious. I'm sure the viewers are also curious. So what do you eat after the pageant? What was your celebratory meal?
It wasn't celebratory meal. It was more so of I was hungry. I needed to eat. So it was just hotel room service. That was it.
Thank you, Ahtisa. Now we go to Cara. The trending ang mga nakakatawa.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Audio.
So, up to now, I'm still in the process of syncing everything that has happened in our Missing First Philippines journey. And I never really expected that I would be pitched into my highest self. And I really assure you na hindi ito matatapos sa ating transformation because we will even transform better for our next Miss Supranational Philippines 2025.
Yes, we're looking forward to that, Tara. And also, what is your celebratory meal?
For the 4 months, I really avoided carbs talaga. But after the coronation night, I had a bowl of yum.
Wow.
Kumain ng kain.
Alright, so I know you have been guesting in different shows and events. So how has it been? How has your hectic schedule been for you? Anyone can answer.
When we did guesting, we were actually surprised because we had to learn like a 1 minute dance in like 30 minutes. And for our production number, we had a lot of time to practice. We had days to practice. But for this one, I think we did pretty good. And we have enough content that I'm excited for that one.
We hope you bring home the cash prize. Alright, so how are you, for my last question before I open the floor for the media, how are you preparing or how will you be preparing for your international pageants?
Well, actually, since the competition I've been resting, I got sick, so I wasn't able to attend some of the events. I was trying to make sure that, of course, I recover my body so that I'll be ready for whatever competition is coming up next. But I think I would love, of course, to talk to those other candidates or other girls out there that who joined in the previous years. I want to experience. I would learn more from them, especially Ahtisa and Ahtisa. I've been friends with Ahtisa, so I'll probably talk to them more and use it, of course, more and make myself more about the OC and the competition.
And stop luck, we have okay, so we believe in the vaccine. How about you, Ms. Char? Cyrille?
I just want to continue what I've started. For me, even after the coronation, I'm still trying to balance attending activities. Of course, this is not a competition anymore, so we're trying to enjoy everything and learn from it. But of course, for the competition, I know that I'm ready. I know that we're all curious about this one, but this is what I'm going to say. I'm ready.
And we believe you're more than ready, Ms. Trump, to take home that crown.
Thank you.
How about you, Ahtisa? How are you preparing for your pageant?
I think one big part of my preparation is me going to Vietnam for the launch of Miss Cosmo. It will be the first edition of Miss International, and the good thing about a pageant that hasn't staged a pageant before is that it's uncharted territories. There are a lot of uncharted territories, and there will be a lot of things to discover, a lot of things to figure out. And I do think that the 4-day trip I will have in Vietnam, it will have a lot of valuable experience being there.
Thank you, Ahtisa. And we're also very confident that you can bring home the first Miss Cosmo crown for the Philippines. Pero ako naman is the other first Miss Cosmo crown. How about you, Miss Valencia?
So since next year, I've been taking all-out support for winning this Supranational 2024, which is Alexie. So she will be competing this July for her to really bag another crown or another pride for the Philippines. And at the same time, I'm going to coronation, I did start learning about the pageant, about how we could create a game plan for us to win.
Thank you so much, Carla. And now, of course, I want to give you a chance to ask questions for our queen. So I'll be opening the floor. Raise your hands and I can. Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Mabuhay ang Armin Alina from the Philippines. Hello, check. Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. The Philippines will celebrate its Independence Day on Wednesday. I'd like to know, as flag bearers from our country, what is the best way to honor the heroism of the Filipinos who fought for our freedom? Let's start from Tayag.
When it comes to our Independence Day, we further honor our heroism of our previous international leaders by also acknowledging how this has really greatly impacted our history, how it has impacted our culture and what we are really experiencing and enjoying right now. Because if this culture, heritage, and history would really be a driver for us to preserve it even better, then it would really be a better Philippines. Can you please repeat the question?
As flag bearers of the Philippines, how can we best honor the heroism of the Filipinos who fought for our freedom?
I think personally, the way I honor the heroism of the people who fought for our freedom is by enjoying that freedom. I make sure that I exercise my right to vote every time there is a suffrage, and I make sure that I'm responsible for Filipino, that I am a responsible citizen, so that their fight for the freedom of the Philippines won't go to waste.
Well, for me, it's really important to celebrate Independence Day every year to acknowledge and give honor to our national heroes who fought for our country. And as myself, this is part of love for culture. We wouldn't be the person who we are now because of them. So it's really important to celebrate. And by doing it with action, we only just wanted to celebrate, but as we live in this modern era of technology, because most of the generation now tend to forget our history. So we are here as representatives to remind that it's really important to preserve our culture and history.
I absolutely agree with all of what is said. It is really important for us to celebrate our history, because without us people, these heroes from our past, we wouldn't be able to see that we're doing right now. And we also need to understand that we are the future heroes. So what we're doing right now, we will be crafting our future. So I really hope that we do honor to them and we celebrate them at the same time, so that maybe one day the future generations will also celebrate what we're doing.
Nang mic naman.
So ladies, congratulations. By the way, I'm only for opening. Okay, my question is, if you're going to ask to make revaluing or summary of your experience in the past month, how will you go able to describe it in 2 or 3 seconds?
One more time.
If you're going to make a revaluing or summary of your experience in the past 3 or 4 months, how are you going to describe it?
For me, I guess it's a transformational one. The dream was to join this competition, and I was given the opportunity to get a chance. So I take my time and enjoy the moment, and I can really see it grow next to me. So it's a transformational one.
For me, it's really life-changing. I really didn't know who was the Cyrille before she entered entered the Miss Universe Philippines pageant. And now I'm just very, very proud for who I am now. And for me, I'm very empowered. I can really feel in my soul and in my heart that I'm empowered with transformation of women now. And I know that I could already have a voice to say something or to share something or how I can express myself now. Because before, I always valued myself with other people, but now I know that my purpose and how you see me, that's the Cyrille that I am.
The past few months for me have been an adventure. It was really heartwarming to meet girls, women from all over the Philippines who have their own stories to tell, who are their own person, and who have goals to achieve and dreams to achieve in the future. And I'm just really happy that I took this opportunity to join this Universe Philippines, and I think it has opened a lot of those opportunities for me already, and I'm excited to see what's in store for me.
For me, I could really say that I have my top goal already as your Miss Supranational 2025 Philippines. This is because when I stepped here in this Miss Universe Philippines journey, I came here as an handicap, willing to be filled with knowledge, talent, skills, and at the same time, experiences from the diverse candidates that I am with. And now that I have my top goal already, I'm willing to really share this into the international stage. Thank you very much.
Hi ladies, this is Cosmo. First and foremost, congratulations. So nice seeing you work and respected on top of the head. I just want to know, what was your reaction when you heard that you will be competing in this respected pageant during the formation night? That's my favorite.
I want to tell you, I was actually really surprised. I was so surprised about it. But I thought, I was so excited at the same time because I know that this is really a rescue for me. So whatever is coming, I'm really excited and I can't wait to go home and celebrate this week with my fellow models.
To be honest, when my province wasn't called in the top 5, knowing that there's still have 4 crowns, I just prayed at the backstage and always saying that it's impossible. It's impossible. So when they announced that I was crowned as Miss Charm, I'm just very blessed and thankful that God also gave me another chance to represent government of the Philippines, because this is already my second competition on the international stage, and I know that I'll do my best, my effort, to bring home the first crown in this one.
I think now a lot of people know that before the coronation, we were asked if we don't have Miss Universe Philippines, will we accept another crown? And my answer to Voltaire was, only if, and if you double check and triple check that I'm not Miss Universe Philippines, I'll accept Miss Cosmo. Because I came from the startup industry and I love being part of new organizations. I love being part of making something new out of nothing. And I think that this Cosmo International will be a perfect venue for me to share my talents and skills.
Well, for me, I really feel so fulfilled. As I said a while ago, I never expected myself to really reach this highest self of mine. And seeing myself achieve this dream, achieve a certain goal right now, really fills my heart and gives me the pride to not just represent my city anymore, but represent the Philippines as a whole.
Thank you so much, ladies, and congratulations.
Hello there, my name is Kim from the June. So this June we are celebrating Independence Day and of course the Pride Month. So if there's someone that you're looking up to in the LGBTQIA plus community, would that be anyone?
because well, a lot of them are really on the times. They wait for us to be here right now and to have our freedom, at least a little bit. But if there's things to do, I grew up watching TV, so I'm a little boy. He taught me so much. Just watching the TV, I learned so much from him, and I think it's one that I can do. So, yeah, really good.
All of the LGBTQ plus, like I can't even choose one because my team is also part of LGBTQ plus. So I'm your ally and I really have high respect for them. And for me, the LGBT was already part of my life. Like they are the best kind of friends ever. Like they really supported our journey up until now. I know that in the near future they're always there to support us. So I think all of the LGBTQ plus, I can't even choose one.
I wouldn't stay away from game. I wouldn't even go far away to choose who the most impactful member of the LGBT community is to me in the recent months. To me, it's Voltaire. Voltaire actually, that's why I asked you earlier on, I don't want to out you. Voltaire has, I wish you all could see how much Voltaire really tries to talk to all the girls, guide us throughout the Miss Universe journey. It is, sometimes it can be a lot, and having someone from the organization to listen to you and give you pieces of advice, it really is invaluable.
Ako, tinitingala ko lahat ng mga miyembro at saka ng pamilya ng ating mga LGBTQIA. And I really do agree with Cyrille that every LGBTQIA members or allies are really somehow really imparting their role, their purpose in this society. And as for me, I really admire my team because I wouldn't be the Tayag Valencia that you have met. The Tayag Valencia that is a beauty queen, that is fully left without this team who really pushed me to pursue this passion, to pursue this dream na hindi lang pangarap ko, kundi pangarap ng pamilya ko, pangarap ng tipong mo. And I really do look up to these people who really is a way for us to achieve such dreams. Because I really do believe that our LGBTQIA community are meant to bring colors to our world.
Thank you, I love that. Always. Thank you, Andy.
Congratulations on the family description. My questions will be specific to Ahtisa and Alexie. For Ahtisa, this is the first edition of Miss Cosmo International. Can you share more about what the organization will be looking for its first winner? For Alexie naman, Alexie, France Babae has been so big, your campaign since the last few months. How do you plan to carry that in the Miss International?
According to the limited information I have of Miss Cosmo, we are looking for an impactful beauty. We are looking for someone who can create lasting good change. So I do think that I'm an entrepreneur and as an entrepreneur, I can think that I have a lot to offer with our organization. And I'm excited to see what more they're looking for, just to be able to understand what more I'm doing to the table.
About Alexie this on-day cancer campaign in the last few months. How do you plan to carry that your participation in this program?
Well, as I said before, when I joined the company, Miss Universe Philippines, it only reached my goals. I have been volunteer since then, and I think that right now, the process of people, most will be there. I want to provide as a place to be like a little further and move forward in life, and I think that the four of us in here are part of those goals, and they move further forward. And I think that some of these leaders, from the women's house, we are sure to take care of the environment. Hi
guys, how are you all doing? I found a question for each one of you. I start with Cyrille. Cyrille, can you walk us through how you are feeling at this moment, considering that you will be our next representative to the upcoming Miss Pageant possibly latest announcements about their next edition. So, have you sought advice from your predecessors about it?
Well, there's no confirmation about it, but we're still deliberating it with the organization. But they're also telling me to just be prepared, and that's something that I'm working with the organization. And also, as long as I know that I'm with the right team, with the right people, and as long as I know that the organization are with me to guide me with this new chapter, then if they're asking me, of course, I would love to represent the next edition, even this chart, either this year or it will be next year or either tomorrow, but I'm always ready.
Thank you. Next, my question is for Alexie. Alexie, how excited are you for your new title? What are your thoughts about it, considering that you almost won a pageant this year?
Well, deciding to be every direction for me. After the competition, the singers, I took some time to rest and to reflect for everything. And I felt like I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted. But when you really sit down, sometimes you apply directly to some things, maybe because you need to put specific changes in it or put the changes actually. So for me, I'm excited. I might not, well, I don't know much about it yet. I've really started in my research, but I'm not, in that position that I can be super ready. Not that I think I have the whole year ahead of me to learn, to enjoy, and to go with nature and see what it really means and really want them. So I'm going to help me. I'm pretty excited for this year.
Thank you. And last question, Ahtisa. So, yeah, you're going to this Cosmo pageant. So, I want to ask you, since the pageant will be this coming September, and with so much anticipation coming from us and even the Vietnamese fans, are you so used to the pressure already, or does it get any easier or harder?
I think I've always been headstrong, and I've always been a little stubborn that I don't listen to people usually. So I do think that helps me with making sure that the pressure doesn't get to me. And for Miss Cosmo, I think that it's more excitement that the Filipinos feel more than pressure because it's the first time they are launching this. And we want to see what Miss Cosmo is all about also. So I think it is more excitement than pressure.
Thank you. Okay. You have 1 year to wait for your upcoming pageant. So how do you plan to utilize this 1 full year? Or apart from your preparation, how do you keep everyone excited knowing that you will still be competing a year from now?
So we will not stop with our activities. activities at the same time with our preparation. And with the past 4 months, I'm also taking away from my family. So what I'm really doing is to make most out of my time for my family for all those times that I've missed with them. Because going back to your car, going to all about recalibrating yourself is your really main preparation for you to be strong for the next pageant itself.
Hello, I'm Edge from National College of 101. So my question is, what is the biggest realization after your Miss Universe Philippines team? I am not there. Of course, our LGBT idol is here. Alright, of course, Alexie, ano po yung biggest realization mo after your Miss Universe Philippines journey?
Well, a lot actually, but as I said, I think redirection is about the redirection. Sometimes we want something so bad that maybe what we want is not ready for us yet, or we're not ready for it yet. So we need to be redirected into some things. So maybe when we're there, we can create an impact regardless. Because when we said, when you're in competition, especially a beauty pageant, it's not only limited to beauty, right? It's about the purpose, about advocacy, and so on. So for me, everything is the redirection that got me after the competition.
Well, I have a lot of realizations in this journey. But one thing that I realized that my game plan was really effective. I learned to stay unbothered and to stay focused no matter what other people perceive about me. I know that this journey may be so overwhelming, but I always remind myself every day that stay focused and just know where you stand for. Just stick to your core. Just easy working with your platform, inspire people, just let go of all the negative things that we hear. So I think that's really effective. So this round for me is really people with all my efforts and sleepless nights.
While they were answering, I was really trying to reflect and see what has been my biggest realization, but my biggest realization is that I realized I haven't reflected on my whole journey to know what the biggest realization would be. And thank you for that reminder. I just think that it's important that every time you go through the journey afterwards, we reflect to see what are the things we learned, the things we can improve on, and what are the things we learned about ourselves. So I'll definitely do that. Thanks so much.
There are really a lot because we've been really together for approximately 4 months. But if I would have to choose, then it's the realization that there is no boundaries for you to achieve a certain goal, a certain dream in your life. You know, I came from a pageant with really diverse candidates. There are mothers, there are married women, there are a lot of girls at a certain age. But then I realized as well that these boundaries will not be limited for you to be able to find your own purpose. And I think that's what I'm going to take for my Supranational pageant, that we will be limitless no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you. Ang ganda na ng house mo. In fairness. Next. Ang susunod na ganda ng person.
Alright, so thank you so much for our media friends and your questions. I hope you enjoyed listening to our queen. So now we'll be calling on the Executive Vice President of Miss Universe.
No, but again, I was looking at them and funny story. What I love about them is after the pageant or after party, they all had very genuine reactions. They were very honest. And because I got to know all of them, I tried not to cry because I tried to be happy for every
what I appreciated was the honesty in how they were feeling. But the great thing is, I see them today, and I hear what they're saying, and I can see in their faces that they're genuinely very happy with the reproductive future that they have. That this is where they're supposed to be, and this is their destiny. And I couldn't be happier to see these 4 women who I know will make us very proud, and I'm so confident. I'm so confident that they can, even if it would be the first time that we can have all 4 and adjustment for 5 crowns back to the Philippines. I have never believed in a group so much until today because I got to know them. And it was very difficult. And he was sinasabi ko sa inyo, tinatanong niya ko, who's your pet? And sabi ko, guys, you showed this to Sarah when I said, hindi ko alam. And it was really the first year when I really didn't know who would take it because it wasn't going to be until the prelims and the finals that you would see who would emerge. And yeah, I'm from the organization. We're very happy with Miss Philippines organization and the Miss Philippines who have such an amazing group of women who are not really beautiful on the outside, but most importantly on the inside. Because this is a year that we really pay attention to attitude. And we've heard this many times in the past. And this year, I can really say that there isn't one. Mamaya, hindi yan ba? Isa GC. Ayun ko lang. No, but, and then, sabi ko my gosh, with all of them, I have to plan to all of them. But I really say that because I really want to support each and every one of them. And yeah, so around the world tour. And I hope that to the pageant fans, of course we all know that you super love this universe. But they have worked equally hard and have sacrificed so much as well. So I hope that you can also share and give the same encouragement and support to all of our queens because they have all given it just so that you guys can have something to share about. And as pageant fans, I hope sorry for me. So they have given everything, the struggles that they had. Even before the pageant, they were sacrificing so much. So I want, and I hope that the media, everybody, can support each and every one of them as fervently and as strongly as you do with Miss Universe Philippines. And they will be getting these amazing trophies. Statues by Jeff Albea, who's one of my favorite sculptors. So kung magagalitin niyo yan, I can tell you how much.
Kamay po. Center po. Ito ang atake bar. Hello.
Okay.
Ba't na yun?
Alright, thank you so much.
Sino pa yung isa? Si ano?
My God, the LGBTI.
Kuya Albert. Kuya Albert, ulo. Center po. Center.
Okay, there you go. Okay, thank you. So, mag-break na tayo ng tailgates. So, you guys want to have what you want to do with the girls, pwede rin. And then, that's the next part of the program.
Thank you so much guys for watching. Bye bye. This is Jay from Pageant Trend. Don't forget to subscribe us on our YouTube channel and Facebook page, Pageant Trend.